have to come in person, but we're gonna give you the tour just like as if you were here. So we have it arranged by weight. So over here is our fingering yarn. We have Emma's yarns. We have Farmer's Daughter, Copper Corgi. Those are some of our real favorites that are over there. And then it gets thicker as it goes around the room. So over here we've got Sport, and then DK. Over in the Sport and DK, oh, we've got this fabulous Feederbrook Farms. This is Lisa Westra in Virginia, and she actually raises her own sheep and then dyes it. And one of the things I just love about having a yarn store is I really could tell you the first names of 90% of the product in here, of the people that made it. And then worsted, which is our most popular because, you know, it goes kind of fast. That's over here in our worsted cabinet. And then we have bulky over here. My favorite part of the store, though, is our lodge. That's over here, and you can count on this being filled with just lovely people, chatting, getting to know each other, people who would never normally interact in life. We interact over knitting and crochet, and so this is just a really great place where we all love to hang out. So here we are in the back of Fuzzy Goat, and we are at the Ritz Amphitheater. We've got this great amphitheater over here, fabulous public space. It's actually one of the things that makes me really proud to be part of downtown Thomasville is when I was able to buy my building, when I first bought my building, and we'll show you what it looked like before out here. This was a mud pit. And all of us along the way here donated land to make this a great public space. We just are really situated with this lovely, great space back here and this public part of downtown where we have concerts and we do knit in public out here, and we just can't wait for you to come and visit. But we're going to show you a little bit of things down the outside and down our main street too. So this is Empire Bagel. Empire is right next door to Fuzzy Goat, and we couldn't ask for better neighbors. We love having Empire Bagel next door. Now we're in front of the bookshelf, and the bookshelf is owned by Annie B. Jones. Annie is a good friend. We do our Stitches and Stories together there, which is our the best book club ever because you don't have to actually read the book ahead of time. We listen to an audiobook while we're knitting or crocheting. You'll just love the bookshelf. Across the street from the bookshelf are also two of my favorites in downtown Thomasville. One is Sweetgrass Dairy. You might have even seen Sweetgrass Dairy's cheese on some of your menus all around the country. It's another small family-owned business that's really changed the whole dynamic of Thomasville. And next door to them is Firefly. And Nan owns that, and that is the most eclectic, fun store that I've ever been in. She's really influenced how I like to style my store, and that's got to absolutely be on your list of things to visit when you come to Thomasville. Now we're in front of Liam's. Liam's has a special place in my heart. Rhonda Foster owns Liam's, and Rhonda is a great businesswoman, so she's been a really good mentor to me. So I'm really glad to be here and be part of the experience that Rhonda's created here in Thomasville. Here is Sweet Cacao, which is a relatively new addition. And if you ever get some of our subscription boxes, we often try to include something in there from Sweet Cacao. So here we are in front of the Paxton Inn. The Paxton is a bed and breakfast. We're just 2 or 3 blocks from downtown Thomasville. So when you stay at the Paxton, you can walk downtown. We have our Knitting with Friends retreat here. We can't wait for you to come and stay with us here at the Paxton. Carol and Charlie just put together the best experience for us, and our knitting retreat is just part of your regular experience as a knitter. The question I get asked all the time is, how did you come up with the name Fuzzy Goat? And I do feel like it was an inspiration that just keeps on giving. So my husband and I would come up to Thomasville. We originally lived in Tallahassee. We would come up here and enjoy the day. Like, there's so many lovely things to do here, and I would keep talking about how I wanted to have a yarn shop. And I didn't think he really thought we were going to do it, but it was an interesting parlor game for him. And at the time, we were driving out of the country on the way back, and he said, "What would you name it?" And I said, "Fuzzy," because I like the Z's in there. His last name is Bozeman. I just thought Fuzzy was kind of funny. And he's like, "Fuzzy sheep." I'm like, "No, they're all named after sheep." So right when he said that, we passed a goat farm, and the goats were all climbing on top of each other. They were trying to get out. One was dragging something. They were definitely up to no good. And I was like, Fuzzy Goat, that's what we're going to name it. So I never veered from that. I might have looked at different locations and thought about different ways to decorate it, but the name stuck the entire time.